So, this is my testimony, Reflections in God. So, in 2009, I was diagnosed with a condition which is called IIH, and in full, that's known as idiopathic intracranial hypertension. So, basically, this condition mimics a brain tumor. So, it's got the same results, headaches, blackouts, and if it's not maintained, it can actually result in really, bad repercussions, from there. So basically, like myself, I've gone through speech impediments, I've gone through slight strokes, and it can leave you partially blind as well. So basically, like myself, I've lost 20/20 vision. But if we look at this holistically, I still thank God every day that I'm still here. Because if we have to look at, other sufferers, others haven't come through as well as I have. Okay. And actually now too, also I've gone through lots of operations. I was practically in hospital 3 to 4 times a year since 2009, and that has impacted my life as well. So basically, it's destroyed my career. It's destroyed my opportunities of getting jobs because, of course, which employee or employer would like to have you, in the employ, and every other day you're off sick. So that has been to my detriment at the end of the day. But then again, I still look at God as to what He's done for me. So when I reflect in my past, is that at one point I had encephalitis, which is an inflammation of the brain. It was caught from the onset because it was one of my visits to hospital, and they caught it in time. And then on another occasion is that I had a blackout, and I thought it was just normal. But then the paramedics said, no, just go to hospital and just make sure they give you the all clear. When I got there, there was a lack of oxygen in my brain. And after the tests, they picked up that I had a brain infection. And again, caught in time, and I came out unscathed. So these are my testaments that if I look at it, it has always been God's hand in actually protecting me from the worst. And yes, it might be that yesterday I don't have a job or my career has been stunted, but He has kept me going through it all. And then when I look at His hand, I look at it through my kids. So why I say that is that they've been given opportunities that I couldn't give them, but He's been there for them. So like, for example, my son, he's a percussionist. He was in New Zealand in July with the Old Boys Choir, and that was for the World Choir Games, and they actually came back with silver. And he actually has opportunities to be on the stages with renowned musicians. And then to top it all, my daughter has been given the opportunity, sponsored, to go to a culinary school in France, which she leaves for in January. So, even though I'm not able to give them everything that they desire, but if I look, they've got more than what I could actually give them. And that's what makes my heart happy. And I just want to say is that, from my testimony is that I give somebody else hope. And just to add is that 2 weeks ago, my condition flared up again. And it was, an infection that needed medication and, things like antibiotics. But then I thought, what, let me go up for prayer. And God was in it again. That after prayer the Sunday, last week Monday, it started healing. And I was like, wow, that's it for me, So, like I say, I just want to leave, somebody with hope. And this is Philippians 4 verse 6. Do not be anxious about anything. but in every situation by prayer and petition. With thanksgiving, present your request to God. I hold onto this, knowing that through every trial, God shows up, and sometimes in ways we least expect. So this is my testimony and testament in His faithfulness.